Hello, this is Katrina Horn again. So today we're at the Glastonbury Tor in the United Kingdom. So I've just climbed up the top of the Tor. It's quite a steep uphill climb for about 20 minutes. So I'm a little bit hot and sweaty still. And so you'll see the summit here. Let's see if I can get a good view. So just moving it around, and so you can get quite a good view from the Tor. It's about 520 feet high. There's a lot of people here today, so hopefully the sound is working out okay. And there's a lot of legend around Glastonbury Tor. There's a legend that it is the Isle of Avalon. And there's also legends that, I'm just going to have a sit down, it also holds a fairy realm within its centre. And there are a lot of sacred sites around here as well. And so I've just been to the Chalice Well Gardens, which has beautiful, what they call red water, which is water infused with iron that's emerging from the Tor. And about 10 metres away, there's also the White Springs, which is a water that emerges from the Tor that's very high in calcium. There's also an important abbey here, and there's many sacred sites around this area, one of which was Avebury, which the video I did yesterday was looking at. So it's very rich in mysticism, legends, magic, very powerful, potent energy. Glastonbury is known as the Heart Chakra of the world. And so there's very magical, goddess-like, divine feminine energy here. And in terms of the symbolism I've seen around here, I've seen a lot of spirals, and I've seen actually a lot of ammonites, which also represents the spiral. The spiral is representative of the recoding, decoding and recoding, or releasing and repatterning cycle that we go through. The Fibonacci code, this spiral of release and realignment that we go through as within our ascension processes. And actually, I just wanted to touch on, before we moved on, I brought the drawing of Avebury with me today, so I can show you. If you haven't caught the video from Avebury, then I recommend it. It's about 1 mile in circumference. And this is what it would have looked like. It's not a very good image, sorry. I'm hoping the wind is okay for sound today. I did a test and it seemed to be okay. There is a lot of people around, so I shot the video yesterday from this circle here with a line of stones in it. Very powerful. One of the other things I wanted to mention as well is that what I'm doing by sitting in the stone circle at Avebury, and also by climbing the Tor today, I'm tapping into the sacred energies that are available. People usually place these ancient monuments on very potent energy portals within the grid lines of the world, and so by being here and connected into the earth and to the structures around it, for Avebury, the stone circles acting as big energy generators. The quartz crystal in the stones act as huge generators to increase the vibration of the circle. And in the instance of the Tor, it's the Tor itself. It's this huge, very steep hill, and it wouldn't surprise me if it was made by ancient beings. It's almost sculpted, like you can see almost like a spiral carved into the hill as you're going up around. So again, tapping into that spiral energy, and so it acts as a conductor for the energy as well. So sitting on top of the Tor, I'm connecting into more potent energy. And so there's a lot of, and that will come through in the meditation as well that I do. So I'm accessing those frequencies for you and becoming a conduit or a channel for you, which will come through in my voice as well for you as you do the meditations. So there's lots of different aspects that you could connect into with the Tor, with Glastonbury, with this area. But one of the areas that I really felt drawn to connect into, and I first heard about this concept from Chloe Cousins, who's one of my spiritual mentors. And it's the aspect of union, of balance, of the integration of the divine feminine and masculine. And that's represented by the Chalice Well Gardens. It's has the symbology of the Vesica Piscis, which is 2 circles, which are conjoined, so integrated, the bringing together of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It symbolises union, so of heaven and earth, of light and dark, good and bad, feminine and masculine, right and wrong. It's really integrating that duality, that polarity that we hear exploring on earth. And in transference healing, we also use that symbol for third eye activations and purifications as well. And it's linked. So a lot of people think about opening up their intuition as opening up their third eye, but actually it really stems from the heart. The heart drives the process. The more that you open up your heart chakra, and then there's a higher chakra, the Holy Grail chakra, the more than that then activates your higher chakras, because there is a responsibility involved in accessing your higher intuition and psychic skills. You really need to be in that place of compassion to use those frequencies and those skills for good as well. And so the ascension process is driven by your heart chakra and balancing your heart chakra, and many of you know that it's very hard to connect into your intuition if you're not in balance, if you're in that state of fear or judgment or panic or anger. It's very difficult to connect into your higher self in those moments. And so I really wanted to focus the meditation today on balancing our divine feminine and masculine, because we need both of those aspects to be operating from our heart center, to be taking action from our heart center. Obviously, the divine feminine is those softer aspects, the more intuitive, creative aspects that generates ideas and loving and compassion from your heart. But you're also needing the masculine to be able to take action, to take inspired action. If you're taking action without the feminine aspect, connecting into the feminine aspect, then you run the risk of not operating from your divine purpose that you're here on earth to enact in this lifetime. And so you're really wanting to balance both of those aspects so that you can fulfill your purpose, that you're here on earth, that you decided before you incarnated that you were going to focus on in this lifetime. So, and as I mentioned before, it's critical of coming back into balance in order to access your intuition as well. So balancing those aspects. So let me just connecting in. Actually haven't had much of a chance to connect into the energy since we got here, so just connecting in to see if there's anything else I need to mention. So we're going to be using the energies of the wells, the red water and the white water, the iron and the calcium, the divine masculine and the feminine, to help balance those aspects, integrate them today, to release any wounding, any deeply embedded patterning we may have around those that may be limiting our ability to integrate those aspects. And I do know that there's a homeopathic remedy from the chalice wells water. I'm not sure if there is one from the White Springs. It wouldn't surprise me if there is though, and so if you do have those, you may want to take both of those remedies just to act as further integration of these divine aspects as well. Just going to move this because I can feel the wind picking up a bit and I don't want the sound to distort from the wind. Okay, so we're just going to start the meditation now. And I will also try to channel light language with my hands as we go. I'm holding the phone, so we'll see how we go. But normally if anyone's had a healing with me, you'll know that I am moving my hands around a lot, and that is channeling light language to help to repattern our energetic system. So I'm going to connect into the energy of the group of people who will be listening to this meditation, past, present, future. And as a group, I'll be working on the energy to integrate our divine feminine and masculine aspects. So just taking a few deep breaths now. Focusing in on your heart center. Feeling expand as you breathe in. And visualizing the Tor in front of you as this deep, sharp, rising grassed mound, 500 feet tall, and visualizing the spiral shapes carved as you walking up in a spiral motion around the Tor. And as you walk, feeling your energy lifting, your frequency rising, connecting into this powerful, potent energy center. Finding yourself on the Tor, and this vast, enlightened, expansive view in front of you is helping you to open up into your higher self, your higher connection, opening your third eye and crown, opening now. And calling to mind your divine feminine and your divine masculine. And seeing a visualization of both of those in front of you. Focusing in on your divine feminine first. Noticing any wounding, any areas of resistance or stuckness in connecting into your feminine attributes. And setting the intention as we walk down the Tor and into the springs of clearing and integrating whatever is ready and needed to be cleared. And likewise, seeing a vision of your masculine side in front of you, noticing any areas of weakness or stuckness that require integration. Just clearing up the masculine line with my fingers, with the sound. And again, setting the intention to clear whatever is in your highest good to clear in this moment. And so as you start to walk down the Tor, down in that spiral motion, anti-clockwise this time, connecting into those divine feminine and masculine attributes. Bringing to mind any situations you may have remembered that stuck with you, where you felt like you've let yourself down, you have not been able to access the qualities that you would like. Bringing them all to mind. So we're clearing, using that spiral motion to clear and realign and integrate. At the bottom of the Tor, we find ourselves with the white spring on our left and the red spring on our right. Moving now into the white spring, which is in a limestone cave. It's dark and underground. This represents the feminine, the hidden feminine aspects that need to be brought to light. There's candles all around. In the center there's a well, a healing well for you to immerse yourself in, feeling yourself washing away and using those healing powers of the water, the calcium-rich water, to heal from you. And as you bring yourself out of the white springs well, moving across the road into the red spring, which is above ground and has the symbol of the Vesica Piscis on the wellhead, symbolizing that union. And immersing yourself again in the healing pool of these red waters, these iron-rich waters, and healing those aspects of your masculine that are ready to be healed today. And as you bring yourself through those waters, those red waters, feeling yourself emerge clear, stepping in between the two wellheads, situated only 10 meters apart, emerging both from the Tor, 10 meters apart, but with different qualities, representing that integration of the feminine and masculine, the union, bringing them together now. And so visualizing your divine feminine and divine masculine in front of you, seeing how they have changed. Now visualizing them turning to each other and looking into each other's eyes, finding that union, reaching out and holding hands, representing the integration of these aspects and feeling how it feels, how it's shifted from when you first connected into them to now. Noticing the shifts in your body and your energetic field, and drawing down those frequencies down into your Earth Star Gateway, 6 feet below your feet, 6 inches, pinning these new frequencies, this new integrated aspect, this balance of your feminine and masculine into your reality now. And coming back into your physical body, back into the now moment, and opening up now, opening your eyes now. Taking a deep breath. Just allowing yourself a moment to integrate that further. Apologies for the sound. My apologies for the sound. I think there's a family having great fun up there at the moment. So hopefully you can still hear me. I can feel myself just feeling really warm and balanced in loving energy now. I'd love to hear your feedback. Please let me know if you've got any questions. Just post them in whatever forum that you're viewing this from, and I'll do my best to answer them. I'll also try and post some images of the 2 springs as well, which are beautiful, potent energies. Much love to you all, and I'll speak to you soon.